Here are moments in sports that feel electric, where a single comment or a bold prediction sends shockwaves through the entire community. This isn't just about who will win a fight, it's about the very nature of what makes a champion. And when the prediction comes from a legend like Khabib Nurmagomedov, everyone stops and listens. He's a man who walked away from the sport with an unblemished record, a fighter so dominant he seemed almost invincible. So, when he speaks, his words carry weight, a lot of it. Recently, Khabib dropped a bombshell that has MMA fans and insiders buzzing. He didn't just make a casual prediction. He made a statement so wild it's hard to wrap your head around. He claimed that his protege, Arman Tsarukyan, isn't just good. He's the best lightweight in the world, and he would defeat reigning champion Ilia Topuria 8 out of 10 times. Let's just sit with that for a second. An 80% chance of victory against a champion who has looked flawless his entire career. That's not a prediction. It's a declaration of absolute dominance. It's like saying one of the top athletes in any sport is so far ahead of their competition that the outcome is almost a foregone conclusion. For a fighter like Ilia Topuria, who has carved out a path of destruction and perfection with a 17-0 record, this kind of talk is either a sign of immense respect for his opponent or a complete dismissal of his own championship reign. And that's where things get really interesting. Daniel Cormier's conflicted reaction. Enter Daniel Cormier. For years, DC and Khabib have been more than just training partners. They've been brothers in arms, a support system that has seen them through the highest highs and lowest lows of their careers. They've stood by each other's side, sharing a bond forged in the fires of competition. So, when DC openly disagrees with Khabib, you know something big is happening. It's like seeing two family members have a heated but loving debate. You can feel the tension, but you know the respect is still there. Speaking on his popular YouTube channel, DC's reaction was one of genuine surprise and disbelief. He didn't pull any punches. 80% 20% is crazy though, he said, shaking his head. You could almost feel his internal conflict. He respects Khabib's opinion, but he couldn't reconcile it with the reality of what he's seen from both fighters. The only time 80% 20% could be thought of in fights has been in the case of Khabib and Jon Jones. They're the only people that have gone through this whole thing without losing, DC explained, putting Khabib's prediction into perspective. He's right. These are two of the greatest to ever step into the cage, men whose names are synonymous with perfection. To even use that kind of statistical confidence in any other context feels almost disrespectful to the concept of competitive sports. Then, DC dropped the ultimate point of contention. Guess who else hasn't lost? Ilia Topuria. To put him on the opposite side of that 80% 20% is crazy. This is the heart of the matter. Ilia Topuria is a champion who has never tasted defeat. He has overcome every challenge, every opponent, with a blend of technical brilliance and savage knockout power. He hasn't just won, he has dominated. For Khabib to suggest that this undefeated champion would lose to anyone 8 times out of 10 feels not only illogical but, as DC put it, crazy. I don't believe that for 1 second. I really do disagree with Khabib on that one. There is not a guy in the world that I believe is gonna beat Ilia Topuria 8 out of 10 times. That's the truth, Cormier stated, his voice filled with a passion that only comes from a deep understanding of the sport. His words weren't a critique of Khabib's character, but a testament to his own belief in what it takes to be an elite fighter. He was defending the very idea of a champion's aura. The rising star, Arman Tsarukyan. To understand the full picture, you have to look at the other side of this fiery debate. Who is Arman Tsarukyan, and what makes Khabib so confident in his abilities? Tsarukyan is a phenomenal talent, a fighter with a slick, well-rounded skill set that has consistently impressed fans and experts alike. His most recent performance against Charles Oliveira at UFC 300 was a testament to his grit and technical prowess. He outpointed the former champion in a tense, nail-biting fight, showcasing his ability to manage pressure and execute a game plan against one of the most dangerous finishers in the division. Despite that big win, Tsarukyan has had some recent setbacks outside of the cage. He was scheduled to face Islam Makhachev for the UFC lightweight title earlier this year, but had to withdraw at the last minute due to a back injury and slash or weight-cutting issues. This put a temporary halt on his title ambitions, but he hasn't been sitting around waiting.